But first, tonight's top story. Questions still surround a shooting at a Tuscaloosa movie theater. Police say they spent today talking to witnesses and they may be searching for more suspects.
And here's what we know right now. It happened around 9:30 Saturday night at the Cobb Theater's Hollywood 16. Police say around 10 shots rang out in that parking lot. Officials telling us they have reason to believe more than one weapon was used, but they are still tight-lipped about specifics. Authorities will say 18-year-old Levante Jones was hit. Police say Jones was taken to DCH Regional Medical Center where he was treated for his wounds. Chief Steve Anderson says one way to help cut down on the violence would be for people not going to the movies to simply stay off the property.
One thing that would be extremely helpful, they do have security here at the movie theater, and if the security at the movie theater would ask people that are not intending on going to the movies to leave the parking lot, that would be of great assistance to the Tuscaloosa Police Department in helping us make sure that everybody that comes out here has a safe and enjoyable time.
3 people were taken into custody. 17-year-old Arthur Bryant was arrested and charged with attempted murder. Officials say he may belong to a street gang. He's being held right now at the Tuscaloosa County Jail on $40,000 bond.
The shooting at the theater has some residents across West Alabama speaking out about safety at the theater. WVUA's Matt McCoy has their reaction.
I was at the Hilton Garden Inn at my family reunion banquet, and as I was going outside, someone stopped me and said, "They're shooting, stop, don't go over there." And as soon as I heard that, I just stopped. I had my child in my hand, and I heard one more gunshot.
I was actually at home one night, just sitting around, and a buddy called me up and told me about it because he was at the theater when it happened.
Whether you were at the theater when the guns went off or heard it through the grapevine, most residents of Tuscaloosa heard about Saturday night's shooting, leaving many wondering about security.
I come to the theater quite often, and I've actually seen a few fights outside. Cops are all, you don't really see a whole lot of cops outside, but, sometimes you do. I think if we beefed up security, it could probably cut down.
I want to go watch a movie, man. I don't want to come here and be worried. I don't want to be worried about getting shot or getting in a fight, nothing like that. No, that's not cool.
After Saturday night, some residents say they will stop going to the movies altogether.
Knowing that I have a child, I don't want to go out there as much. Knowing that that's our only movie theater, it has turned me away from it totally.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Matt McCoy, WVUA News.
Another shooting happened Sunday night in Northport at Valley Hill Apartments. Police say they are looking into the possibility these 2 shootings might be related. Cobb Theaters released a statement to WVUA this afternoon. It says, quote, "Cobb Theaters remains committed to all of our Tuscaloosa County patrons and employees," and it goes on to say, "We have doubled the number of sheriff deputies providing security effective immediately." In other news, if you haven't already applied for a grant to help build a safe room, the deadline is almost here.
In fact, tomorrow is the last day you can turn in your application. Officials saying more than 200 people have already applied for the grant, and according to the Tuscaloosa County EMA, you must wait to build your safe room until after your grant is approved. Once it's approved, the grant will cover up to 75% of the cost. You can learn more about the grant and the application at the Tuscaloosa Forward website. You can get a shortcut by going to ours, WVUATV.com. Just click numbers and links.
And the city of Tuscaloosa is now accepting applications for voluntary demolition of private property. It's all part of the city's final push to remove debris at no cost or insured costs for private landowners. In order to qualify, officials say you must apply. You can pick up an application at City Hall or download one from Tuscaloosa Forward website. And for more information, you can call area code 205-248-5038 or go to our website. That's WVUATV.com. The deadline is Thursday, September 15th. And applying for the application does not guarantee that you will qualify for this demolition.
Now the latest in the battle over bingo. Alabama's Attorney General has won a victory in the state's highest court. The Alabama Supreme Court has ruled the Attorney General does not have to return bingo machines it seized from Green Track. You might recall Attorney General Luther Strange ordered hundreds of electronic bingo machines removed from Green Track back on June 1st. Earlier this month, Special Circuit Judge Houston Brown ruled Strange lacked probable cause to seize the machines and ordered them returned. Strange appealed to the Supreme Court and got the stay. In Montgomery, the judge in the state's gambling corruption case has set October 3rd as the date for the retrial. Defense attorneys say the prosecution wants to go ahead with a retrial of the 7 remaining defendants, but the prosecution wants to separate them into 3 groups for retrial. Several defense attorneys oppose the separation. Up for retrial are Victoryland casino owner Milton McGregor, former Republican State Senator Jim Pruitt, former Democratic State Senator Larry Means, also McGregor lobbyist Tom Coker, independent State Senator Harry Ann Smith, and former Country Crossing spokesman Jay Walker. Former legislative employee Ray Crosby, State Senator Quentin Ross, and lobbyist Bob Getty were acquitted on all charges.
Drivers, listen up. If you plan on hitting the road, be prepared to have an extra set of eyes watching you. That's because West Alabama law enforcement officials are cracking down on impaired driving. It's part of the Over the Limit, Under Arrest campaign. Alabama state troopers say about 40% of fatal crashes are alcohol related. Officials say police vowed to arrest everyone found driving over the alcohol limit.
We'll be improving patrols around the university areas as well as the bars downtown, and we'll focus heavily on nighttime and weekend shift patrols for DUIs when they're most prevalent.
And the campaign runs through Labor Day.
Drivers in Northport may have a bumpy ride for a few days. That's because road crews are tearing up asphalt on Bridge Avenue. Councilman Jay Logan saying residents in his district have voiced concerns for several years about the rough conditions on Bridge Avenue. Today, road crews started tearing up the asphalt for half a mile to repave that road. Councilman Logan saying the project could be finished within a week, but commuters should expect road delays in the area during that time.